What's up, CFO gang? It's your boy Jay Tuck, real Cowboys fan, stand up. So let's go ahead and get into it. And first and foremost, I want you guys to know I'm a little under the weather, right? Not feeling the best, but we got some things to talk about. So we're going to talk about a few things quickly, and we got to do a recap on what the hell happened on Sunday night. Now, I'll say this first. Had a great time out there in Arlington. Great time meeting a lot of you. Had a blast. But the game, y'all, it was very lackluster, to say the least. It just wasn't as expected. And I kind of posted some things on Twitter that I definitely want to talk about today. So, you know, when it comes to the Dallas Cowboys versus Tampa Bay Bucs, I'm disappointed because nothing changed from last year to this season. We got a lot of empty promises this offseason. We were going to see Tony Pollard involved as a wide receiver a lot more, right? We were going to commit to the run game. This offense is going to go through Ezekiel Elliott. We're going to see this. We're going to see that. Kevontae Turpin is going to be added to our offense and add a new dimension. We didn't see any of that. And Devin White had came out and spoke today and said, hey, we kind of just went back and watched film, and we knew they wasn't going to commit to the run game. They were going to do a lot of things short and underneath, and we kind of just schemed for that defensively. It wasn't that hard to figure out. And I tell you, it wasn't that hard to figure out, Cowboys Nation. The reason why? Little old J Tuck told y'all this back in May. I told y'all this back in May. Tampa is going to stack the box, make Kellen abandon the run, shade coverage to CD, and force Dak to beat them with the rookie, which the rookie didn't even play, but you add Dennis Houston, an unproven vet, and Schultz game one. I'm not expecting fireworks. So Kellen Moore and the Dallas Cowboys, they knew what this was. They knew what this was, and yet and still, they have yet to come up with a scheme or a strategy to beat the same defense that we saw from way back last year versus the Denver Broncos. And it's frustrating. Penalties. Now, I will say, for the most part, young Tyler Smith did play well. But, you know, it's just frustrating to see zero improvement from last year. And I have to put the blame on Dak Prescott. Now, let me pause before I say that. We know the front office did not make any moves this offseason. We know that. We know Kellen Moore is not creative when it comes to the strategy of planning and scheming for the opponents week to week out. We know that Mike McCarthy is not involved in this offensive play calling at any capacity, right? Comes out to find out he kind of doesn't even know what the language is when it comes to the offense. We know these things. We know that Noah Brown has never touched the end zone. He's unproven. We knew Dennis Houston was unproven. Right? Simi Fioco didn't get reps to the fourth quarter. We knew what was going on. And when it comes to Dak Prescott, he is our leader. He is the face of the franchise. And he continuously just lets the Dallas Cowboys let him take all of the blame for everything that's going wrong with the offense. A guy on Twitter sent me this meme. And it cannot be more real. Dak Prescott takes all the bullets for the front office. He takes all of the bullets, and the funny part about that, y'all, the front office doesn't take any bullets for Dak. Zero. They even tossed him under the bus, right? They said they had to change a few things so they wanted to protect Dak, and that's why the offense didn't look like it looked, right? Anytime there's a conversation about bringing in some free agents in the offseason, getting some additional help, they toss out Dak contract. That's the reason why. So Dak Prescott always steps to the podium. He holds his head high. He says the right things, right? When it comes to the front office, he defends the play calling. He defends Kellen Moore. He defends Jerry Jones and Stephen Jones in their decision making, and he doesn't get that reciprocated. And I'll say this, and I said it on Twitter. Dak Prescott is one of the most talented quarterbacks in the NFL. I feel like he does a lot of things well. But his biggest downfall to his career is going to be being loyal to an organization that isn't loyal to you. Dak was completely set up to fail. We knew that. Tom Brady goes to Tampa. He says, I need my guy Gronk. They go get Gronk. He says, actually, I know Antonio Brown's kind of going through some things. Go get me that guy. They went and got him that guy. They put everything in place to help their quarterback succeed. Period. Right? You see that across the NFL, right? Even in Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts wanted A.J. Brown. Go get me that. They went and got him that. They are doing everything to help their quarterback succeed. When it comes to our quarterback in Dallas, not the case. Not the case at all. And they put him in a situation where he had Noah Brown, he had Dennis Houston, right? CeeDee Lamb. How was he supposed to work with that? How was he supposed to work with that? The two weapons that he has, the two most dynamic weapons he has outside of CeeDee Lamb is Ezekiel Elliott and Tony Pollard. They get involved in the offensive play calling minimal. But here we are. Dak takes the blame. So here we are, right? Dak's hand hurt. He had to get surgery, get some screws in his hand. And what is Jerry Jones saying? Moving up the timeline. Yeah, Jerry Jones is moving up the timeline saying, oh, we think Dak's going to be out only 4 weeks. It was kind of 6 to 8, but we're optimistic we can have him back in 4 to 5 weeks, right? But what's going to happen? He's going to get those screws out of his hand. He's going to rush right back to try to save our season. He's going to go out there versus possibly the Rams or the Eagles where he can barely grip a football, toss around a few loose balls, interceptions, and all the blame will be focused on Dak Prescott. Dak, listen, bro. We know you. We know your temperament. We know you're the leader of our organization. We know what you mean to this locker room, right? Your team rallies behind you. But it's time for Dak Prescott to stop being so corporate and voice his frustrations, voice his concerns, and say, no, bro, you took Dez Bryant away from me. Okay, cool. I was young back then. I like Cole Beasley. That was my security blanket. You took that from me, right? I liked Amari Cooper. He created space, right? He was able to give me open windows to really do the things I do best. You took that away from me. Speak up, Dak. You have nothing to lose because I guarantee you doing things the corporate way and just being what the Cowboys want you to be and say the right things and going with the typical Cowboys script, it's not going to do you any favors. Did that do you any favors when it's contract time? Nope, they franchise tagged you twice, right? Broke your ankle, franchise tagged you twice. You're going to be coming up on a new negotiation, right? They're going to hold this against you. Well, Dak, after we paid him the money, he kind of struggled a little bit. And, we didn't get the playoff wins that turn the fan base against you. Do all that, right? Dak, it's time for you to stand up. So when I say that Dak takes the blame and should take the blame for that loss, he should, because one, he did not play well, but he was not set up to be in a winning position. But Dak has set things up where he takes all the blame and undeservingly so. But that's just the way things are set up, y'all. And it's frustrating as a Cowboys fan to really sit back and see what we saw on Sunday night. We know Dak's better than that. 3 points? Dak Prescott, he's way better than that. But what is he going to do? I'm taking CeeDee Lamb away from you, bro. You're not having that. So beat me with Noah Brown. And who's this guy? Let me get my media guy. Who was this guy? Dennis Houston? Beat me with that, right? We knew you wasn't going to commit to the run game. Ezekiel Elliott got 10 carries. Tony Pollard was barely involved. He can't run. He can't pass protect, right? So Dak was limited when it comes to the offense. We know that your play caller in Kellen Moore, he can't scheme to get wide receivers open. So you know what, Dak? Go fix it. And I'm tired of Dak Prescott trying to fix everything is putting him in a very bad situation. So when it comes to who to blame, it's the front office. It's Jerry Jones. It's Stephen Jones, right? But they are constantly using Dak Prescott as that human shield to take on all the blame from the media, all the blame from the fans, and it's going to constantly continue until Dak finally puts his foot down, man. It's your boy, Jay Tuck. Comment, like, subscribe. We still got work to do. Dak is going to be out. We got to figure out what's going to happen with Cooper Rush. I don't know, y'all. I'm just not too optimistic about Cooper Rush. Maybe they can commit to the run game, but this season is getting onto a very shaky start. But salute to Micah Parsons. Micah Parsons is out there playing great. He actually went silent on Skip Bayless, didn't even show up, no call, no show. Salute to you, Micah Parsons. I love what you're doing. Keep up the great work. But Dak Prescott, bro, it's really time to put your foot down, man. Comment, like, subscribe. Follow me on all social media platforms at jtuck151, CFOsportstalk.com. The merch store is open. Use the code CFOgang to get your 10% off, man. I want everyone to stay safe, stay blessed, stay encouraged, and Dak, stop taking all the blame for this front office. Peace.